Well, hello everybody, and I want to show you a drill for your golf swing that I could make an argument that this could be the best drill for anybody's golf swing. And I'm going to show you how you can do this drill at home, and I'm going to show you how you can take this drill to the driving range so you can do it wherever you want to practice. And we're going to start at home because frankly, this is where I like people to do it the most, but I do love it at the driving range too. So stay with me through the whole video and see how to do it both ways. So let me show you the drill as if you are the mirror, and then I'm going to turn around and do the drill in the mirror just how I would want you to do the drill. So the first part of the drill is we are going to use our pivot, okay? We are using our pivot to move the golf club to where it is parallel to the ground. Now, when that golf club gets moved to parallel to the ground, it needs to be parallel to our target line. So our view from the mirror would just be the end of the club. You can't see the shaft, you can't see my hands. Everything is in line. And I want this leading edge of the mirror, of the club, this leading edge of the club to be right in line with my spine. If you take it back in your club, the toe is pointing to the sky, it's open. If your face is pointing too much to the ground, it's closed. So first half of the drill, maybe the most important part. Use your pivot, get your weight moving over your back foot, get this club to parallel to the ground with a square club face. Next thing, I want to hinge my left wrist, and I want this shaft to feel like it goes right through my right shoulder. And once I've hinged it, I then want to continue with my pivot until I get to the point where I can't turn anymore. For me, that's not very far. But what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a flat left wrist and a club face that is in line with the back of the left wrist. And I want my elbows to both still be in front of my chest. In the mirror, you want to look at this part of your right arm, not this part, okay? So elbows are staying in front of the chest. Now, third part of this drill, okay? I'm gonna do it face on so you can see my pivot. I've made my pivot, I've hinged, I've turned more to the finish. Now, I wanna hold my pivot and just lower my arms, okay? So from where you're looking in the mirror, as I lower my arms, I wanna bring this club back down to parallel again. And I want that club face square. I want y'all to watch and make sure that when you bring this club back down that you don't let the club head droop. Okay, that's what I call it, droop. If any mistake should be made, maintain more angle, okay? Then the last part of this drill, so it's kind of 4 steps, is once I'm in this last parallel position, I'm gonna turn my eyes and look where the ball would be, and very slowly just use my hips and my pivot to deliver that golf club to impact, okay? Now, let me do it looking in the mirror myself so you guys can get a good feel for this. Okay, so now I'm looking in the mirror. Step 1, use the pivot. Get the golf club to parallel position. I can't see the shaft. Step 2, hinge that club so it goes through my right shoulder. Use my pivot and take it to the top. Now, I've got you so close to the mirror, I can't see the club at the top of the backswing, but you want to make sure that you can, okay? So step 1, first parallel, hinge it, turn. Hold my pivot as I put that club back to parallel. Club face is square. Look where the ball would be. Deliver the club, okay? One more time. And I want you to notice how slow and deliberate I am doing this. I get people, I get them to do it, and they're just boom, boom. They just want to do everything so fast. Very slow, very deliberate, and hold your positions. If you're having trouble figuring out what the plane looks like, this is another great idea you can do. I take one golf club that is one number away from the club I'm using. So I've got my 8, this is the 9, it could also be the 7. I just have it sold on the ground properly, and I've got another club that's just propping it up. So this here is going to become my plane. Now what I want to do is get in here and get set up so that the shaft of my club right here matches the shaft there. Now, I can now just drag this golf club right up the plane. Hinge it, go to the top, lower it back onto the plane, look where my ball would be, deliver it to impact. And you notice if you're watching, this golf club is just, it's never leaving the swing plane. The club face is constantly square. Well, there you go as to how you can do this drill at home, and I love this drill at home. I love people to have a practice station at home where they just have a golf club or two sitting there at all times so that on a whim, spur of the moment, you can go in and practice. If your clubs are in the trunk of the car, you go by the mirror and you go, man, I'd love to practice, but the clubs are in the trunk of the car, I'll do it later, and you never do it. If you did that drill right there 40 or 50 times a day for a couple of weeks, your golf swing is going to change dramatically. Now, I'm headed to the golf course for my afternoon lessons. Let me get there and I'll show you how you can do this drill on the range as well. Well, I made it up to the driving range, and before I show you how you can perform this drill on the range, I want to tell you why I think this is such a great drill. Because it works on so many important components and fundamentals of the golf swing. It works on you having a good pivot. It works on you moving that golf club on plane with the pivot. It works on you moving that club with the pivot. It works on you keeping the club face square. It works on you learning how to shallow that golf club with your arms, okay, to start that downswing. And lastly, it works on you learning to deliver that golf club to the ball with your pivot and a square club face from the inside. So if you can do those things, if you've got a good pivot, if your club's on plane, if your club face is square, and you deliver the club with your pivot, you know, what else is there? So this drill, if you could perform this drill, you do this drill a lot, it will guaranteed to make you a better player and have a better golf swing. Now let me show you how you can do it on the driving range. Okay, so look at my setup here. I've got one alignment stick, and it can be a golf club, on the ground, creating basically my target line, all right, giving me my alignment. I've got another stick on the ground back here parallel to this alignment stick and placed basically right under my hands, okay? It's basically right under my hands. I'm gonna move the ball this way just a touch. Okay, now this is creating me a really good guide for that first parallel position and last parallel position in the golf swing, okay? So what am I gonna do? How am I gonna practice using this drill? Well, here's the way I try and get my students to practice when I'm giving them this drill. I want you first, using the pivot, just like we did in the mirror, take the club to parallel. Now this club should be basically right on top of that alignment stick. Make sure that that club face is square. So step one, first parallel position. Hinge that club, use your pivot, get it to the top. Again, left wrist flat, club face in line with that left wrist. If you're left-handed, it'll be right wrist. Okay, so 1, 2, hold your turn, bring the club back down to where it's parallel again, over top of that club, over top of that alignment stick, look at my ball, use my pivot, and deliver that club to impact. What I get my students to do, I want you to do it 3 times, then hit a shot. Do the drill 3 times, hit a shot, okay? So look how I'm putting numbers in your favor. 3 really good swing motions, and then when you hit the golf ball, if you don't make a good swing, you're at least doing 3 good ones to 1 bad one. So here would be the whole drill. Slow and deliberate, okay? Slow and deliberate. Don't rush through these rehearsals. One more time on the rehearsal. Okay, now I'm going to get set up, hit a shot nice and slow. Ugh. Now, that was my very first swing of the day. Sorry for that balance. And then, like I said, what I want my student to do is drag another ball in here, okay? Take your hands off the club, get your hands back on the club, and go through the process one more time. Now let me show you on a video with lines of me and a student doing this drill and show you just how effective it is. Well, here's a video of me doing the drill on the driving range with one of my students, and I was showing him what this drill does. Now, sorry about that. My student was a little shaky with the camera. But watch as I take this club back. Hands, shaft, club head, all right on plane. Club face square, in line with my spine. There's my spine, there's my club face. Everything is in line. Now, I go to the top of the backswing. That club shaft goes right up through my right shoulder. I get to the top, which my top isn't very far anymore, but leading edge of the club, back of the left wrist, in line, club face is square. Now here's the big part of this drill that I think helps most people so much to watch my hands bring that golf club back down. And look right here. Hands, shaft, club head, all right on plane. It can't get any better than that. Look at my right forearm. It is just pointing right at the ball. That is just textbook. Bring it down right here. This is when the camera got a little shaky from my student. He even said to me, sorry for the shaky video, but I'm going to stop right there, get rid of the plane line because now it's not in the right spot, but perfectly on plane. And then slowly just deliver the club to the ball with my pivot. Look at my hips. They're opening. My chest is rotating. Club is attacking the ball from the inside. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that. Well, there you have it, folks. That drill right there may be the best drill in golf. I know for a fact it's in my top 5. I think it is so effective and it works so well with everybody. So if you want to get a better golf swing, you might want to do this drill. I want to thank you so much for coming in and watching my video. Drop me a comment below if you've got a version of this drill that you do, or if you've never seen this drill, drop a comment and tell me what you think. And listen, if you want to play better golf, you want to keep improving, hit that subscribe button, because that's what I do here. I just teach you how to play some golf. I teach you how to swing fundamentally. I teach you how to play the game. So come on, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. All right, y'all, I'll see you in the next video.